Good morning and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Trail, British Columbia, Canada. And today I am super excited to be here for Tutorial Tuesday. I come live 3 times a week at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And today is Tuesday, which means we are going to make a fun card. It's just a tutorial, so there's no parameters. But today we are using the Hello Kiwi stamp set once again. We used this yesterday, so if you were here with me live yesterday, you would have seen the fun card we created with that, which is this guy right here. And today we're going to do something really special with this one, something really different. We are going to turn this kiwi into a peach. So I had fun playing around with that. I hope that you guys can hear me if you're popping on here live. Okay, let me just see what's going on here. Let me just pop on, make sure everything is live in the right place. I think we're live. I think we're good. Okay, so today is Tuesday, July 4th. So to all of my American friends watching, happy July 4th. I hope you guys have wonderful celebrations today. We just had our Canada Day long weekend here in Canada, and it was glorious weather. It was so beautiful. So I hope the same is true for you guys. All right, so let me just ensure everything is good. You're here watching live, please say hello. Let me know you're here. And if you're catching the replay, please do the same, and I'll come back and I will respond to your comments and welcome you into our video. Okay. So I just want to check one quick thing. I'm just going to pop this screen up real quick so I can check one last thing. Make sure we are live. Usually it pops right on up and it didn't do that, so I just want to make sure. Okay, perfect. All right, we are live and we are good to go. So I just finished sending out my weekly newsletter. So if you're on my newsletter list for my emails, then be sure to check that because there's a lot of information going on. Here at Bird's Nest Designs, I have a couple of extra special things going on right now. So let me talk about those real quick. So first of all, I have a July ordering special, you guys. So anybody who places an online order in the month of July using the current host code, which I'm going to flash up here right now. Okay, so for right now, this week, this is the host code you want to use. When your order is $60 or more, I am going, and that's before shipping and taxes, I am going to stuff one of these beautiful, adorable watermelon summer envelopes packed full of goodies and little gifts just for you, and I'll pop that in the mail. So that is your ordering special just for ordering on my online store for the month of July. Every envelope is going to be different. So order as often as you want, and I guarantee you your envelope you receive will be different with each order. Okay, I've got so many things to pop in there, and I'm really excited about this promotion. So that is number 1 at Bird's Nest. Number 2, I hope you guys remember this from yesterday if you watched. If not, here is my, oh, why did it happen? That didn't happen. There we go. This is my brand new class I'm starting. It's a monthly subscription style club called Creatively Hatched. And every month you will get your kit. It's a subscription, so you can join whenever you want. You can cancel at any time. But every month you're going to receive $25 of Stampin' Up! Product plus 8 cards to create. So that's 2 each of 4 beautiful designs. And each month we're going to feature 1 bundle. So this month, as you can see in the July kit, we're going to feature the carousel horses. And so you're going to get 8 beautiful cards to create with that, 2 each of 4 unique designs, along with your $25 worth of product that'll be packed in there for you. You need to register by July 10th to get the carousel horses class kit. And then I will get everything ordered, and I hope to have it out in the mail to you around the 25th of the month. So right now, unfortunately, after I launched this class and got all excited about this beautiful cards I created with the carousel horses, I signed in and realized that overnight the carousel horses dies had sold out. So what that means for you is if you already have the bundle, then you're golden. You can just order the kit. You've got the bundle already. You're good to go. For those of you who want to join but don't already have the bundle, if you're coming to my in-person class, which is the last Monday of the month, I have a morning class and an evening class, then you can just use mine and that's fine. Now, if you're online and you want this, then you have the option to add on the bundle or the stamp set as a member of this club and save the shipping and the taxes. So you would just pay the catalog price. However, because the dies have sold out, the bundle is not available and they won't be back until mid-August. So you can choose to add on the stamp set to your kit and just pay the catalog price on just the stamp set right now. Or you can hold off and order the bundle when it's back in stock and keep this kit set aside for when that bundle is available. The other thing you can do is you can just switch it up. You can use something completely different. You don't need to use those cute little horses. You could use something else you've already got in your stash. So if you love to make cards and you like to have that inspiration already there for you, it comes with full PDF instructions. You get a welcome gift when you join. The first 10 people to sign up for this brand new club of mine get another gift as well. So that's 2 gifts in your first month if you're in the first 10. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. So you get a welcome gift regardless. So as soon as you sign up, you get a welcome gift. If you're in the first 10 to sign up, you'll get another special gift. And after 6 months consecutively in the club, you're also going to get another $25 worth of Stampin' Up product and other goodies as a gift too. So lots of fun with this class. I hope that it catches your interest and that you'll give it a try. I'm really, really excited to be launching it, and I have lots of great ideas for the months to come. So one more time, let me just flash that up there. There is the class we're talking about. You can find all of the information through this link. So just go to my createwithbirdsnest.ca, classes, creatively hatched, and you'll find all of the information and links to sign up there. Okay, now I'm trying to get back to the screen. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'll take that off. And I want to talk to you a little bit about, hi, Robin, a little bit about what Stampin' Up is doing. Oh my goodness, you guys, mark your calendars for July 6th because there is a lot going on. Now, I hope I don't miss something. So I'm just going to rattle them off real quick. Like I said, they're in the newsletter I sent out. And of course, you can always find the information through my website at createwithbirdsnest.ca. So first of all, clearance rack refresh. Oh my goodness, they're restocking that beautiful clearance rack. We all love great deals. They're stocking that back up on July 6th. July 6th and 7th, we're having a flash sale for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So anybody who's a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get 50% off on past kits and refills and all the add-ons and all the things. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, July 6th and 7th, we have a flash sale, 50% off. You don't want to miss it. Okay, now July 6th again, we have the online exclusives launching. So right now we have online exclusives, and on July 6th, they're adding more products into that. So there's a beautiful Christmas in July type package. Hi, Rose, welcome. So July 6th, yes, online exclusive. So there's Christmas packages in there. There's some floral images, and that's just what we've seen so far, okay? So there is so much more. And you guys, there's a little pickup truck punch that I am going to make sure to get. So I have a hunch it's going to sell out real fast. So if you love that little pickup truck you'll see in the little preview, be sure to log in real quick on July 6th and get that order placed. Now, one more thing on July 6th. I told you, there's a lot. Bonus days start July 6th. So on top of my summer envelope promotion, right, when you order $60, I'm going to send you this full of amazing products and amazing little gifts for you. On July 6th, Stampin' Up will send you a $6 coupon for every $60 you spend. So use my host code, get my envelope, get my loyalty tokens for this month, and get bonus coupons from Stampin' Up. For $6 for every 60 $6 coupon for every $60 you spend, and you get to redeem those in August. So like I said, there is a lot going on. Bonus days last till the end of the month. The online exclusives last while supplies last. And same with clearance rack. So sometimes some of the items on the online exclusives get restocked, but we don't always know which ones those are going to be. So be sure to mark your calendar. Lots going on. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to share this card. Like, I'm so excited. I designed it last night. It came out. You know how you have those visions in your head and you're like, I'm going to make this card. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Well, today it worked. Last night it worked. And I was so excited to share with you how we are going to turn this beautiful kiwi into a fun summer peach. I was so excited. I barely slept. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, let me pop the screen down to my desk here and we'll get started. So here is the card we created with the Hello Kiwi yesterday using the sketch challenge. And today we're going to make this fun card and turn this into a peach. So what do you guys think? Is that exciting? I think it's going to be so fun. Okay. Now there's a few steps to do this, but it's really, really fun. So here are all the pieces I've got. And we're going to do a few things first. So I want to point out that I pre-cut. Thanks, Kathy. I'm so glad you love it. Okay, so here are some pre-cut leaves, you guys. I cut these out last night so I wouldn't have to do it in the video today. But I want to point them out. They are from the Apple Blossom dies, and these are currently on the clearance rack for $19.20 here in Canada. You get all 25 of these gorgeous dies. And what I love is look at all of the different leaf dies. So you can run it through once and get a whole bunch, right? So here is the item code 160255. It does coordinate with the Apple Blossoms stamp set. That's in the current catalog, but these are on the clearance rack, so don't miss them, okay? So I have gone ahead and I've cut out 5 of those leaves in Granny Apple Green. Now, the other thing I pre-cut for you was out of the Wanted to Say dies, these are in the annual catalog, I cut out, so I'll pull the card in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this Your is part of that die. So there is a die in here that says You're Too Kind. So I just cut that out with Sweet Sorbet cardstock and I just used the Your. Okay, so we've got that set aside. And then also from the Wanted to Say dies, there's the word Celebrate. So what I've done is I've cut that out, and all we're going to do is we're going to chop off this A and we're going to use that. Oh, thanks for popping in, Rose. It was nice to see you. Okay. So we've got the Your, the Ah, and the leaves. Those are already pre-cut. The rest we're going to do. Okay. So let's start by, you know what, I want to do the rest of the die cutting first. I know you guys are anxious to see that peach, but let's get the die cutting first, and then we can get this little machine out of the way. So I've got a piece of Calypso Coral here. I think it's about 2 inches. It was tall enough to fit the letters we're going to punch out from the Alphabet a la Mode stamp set. And then I have an adhesive sheet. Okay, so these are in the catalog. They're sticky, like a big double sticky piece here. So we're going to peel those 2 off and stick that on here. And then we'll just pull the last one off. You could do it all at once, but then sometimes it gets stuck to everything and that's not always good. Okay. And then I'll just trim off that extra bit here. Okay. So when you use these dies, they're quite thin. So you can use your white glue or glue dots and things, but it just makes it a little bit fussy. So what I'm going to do is use the adhesive sheet. And we're going to pull in my little mini machine here. It's a mini but mighty, I like to say. And this is the one in boho blue. It's available on the online exclusives. Otherwise, you can buy the regular white one in the annual catalog. So got my plate number 1 and then number 2. I'm going to put my cardstock down with the adhesive at the back. And then I'm just going to pull out the letters to create the word peach. So we got our P You know, it would be smart if I put these in order, but I didn't. I just kind of stuck them wherever they fit on my magnet here. A, C, and H. Okay. So there we have it. Now we'll run that through. And if it makes some popping noises, that's okay. It's not breaking. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay. There we go. So those will be nice and cut through. Pop those out. And then I'm probably going to need my little poke tool here. Poke those out. Okay, so there's our H. I could have had these pre-cut too, but I wanted to show you guys the adhesive sheets in case you've never seen them before. They're like a game changer when you're using these detailed or thin dies. So we're going to pop those out. Okay, so there we have our letter. So now we've got all of our die cutting done. I'm just going to toss that over here. Put my P back up on here before I lose that. Okay, and I'm going to set those dies over there. Okay, so we've got our die cutting done. Got all those pieces up there. So let's get to the fun part. So let's make some peaches, you guys. Let's make some peaches using the Hello Kiwi stamp set. Okay, when I first saw this, I overlooked it. I didn't even really give it a second look. But then I started looking through the catalog like, you know, we do. And I thought, oh my goodness, it's so cute. Summer's here now. The sun is out. I'm picking raspberries all the time. I need this stamp set. And then when it arrived, I was like, oh my goodness, I see peaches. So here we go. Let's create those peaches. So for today's card, we're using 5 ink pads: Sweet Sorbet, Pecan Pie, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, and Balmy Blue. We're going to start, the Balmy Blue was actually for blending later, so we're going to set that off to the side. We need the other 4 colors to create the peach. So the first thing I did is I started with the outer ring of the round kiwi and the slice. And I took my Pecan Pie. Now you're going to need some sponge daubers to do this, okay? So I took Pecan Pie and a sponge dauber, and I just dabbed around the outer edge, okay? And I don't care if it's really solid. And I'm missing the part here. I'm not going across the center there, okay? Then I'm going to take Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap right over top of that Pecan Pie. I'm just lightening it, making it a little bit lighter. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll stamp both of those onto our cardstock. This is just basic white. Okay, doesn't matter about that. That does not even bother me at all. Okay, so then, well, let's keep the white out, or the Daffodil Delight. I want to see your comments as we're going along. I want to see if you guys have ever tried something like this before, or what you think of this process. So here is the solid image to fill in the fruit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp that in Daffodil Delight, but you all know that a peach is not all yellow, right? So I took some Calypso Coral and a sponge dauber. So this is all dabbed up here in the, oop, I missed a spot. Okay, this is all filled up with daffodil ink. I'm going to ink up this Calypso Coral. And right here in the center, I'm just going to start kind of dabbing it about. Okay, I want it to be a little more prominent right near the center there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and stamp that right here in the center. Remember from yesterday's video, if you watched it, that this is not going to fill it in solid. It's not meant to. It's just supposed to be like kind of like a watercolor-y look. So there's the start. Now we'll take the same piece here for the sliced peach we're creating. We'll stamp it in the Daffodil Delight. We'll get some Calypso Coral and we'll do the same thing. Okay, and then we'll fill this in here. Okay, now we're going to take I'm going to close this up for now. I'm going to bring in some sweet sorbet. Okay, sweet sorbet we're going to clean our stamp. I've just got a microfiber cloth here. I'm just going to use that to clean off any of the ink that's still on that outer part. I don't want that to ink again. Okay, so that is the trickiest part is keeping track of your sponge daubers and making sure you don't mix the colors. Okay, so I've got the larger fruit slice here, and I'm just going to dab this with sweet sorbet. And then we'll go ahead and we'll stamp that right on the center. Okay, so I'm just lining it up so that the white shows through the center of the stamp there. Okay, then we'll do the same thing over here with the sliced one. And we'll stamp that over top. Well, okay. All right, is it starting to look like a peach? Okay, so the next thing we want to do is a peach needs a center. It needs the stone in the middle. And so, of course, when I looked at the Hello Kiwi stamp set, I didn't really see anything that would work as a stone. So I pulled out my Cheerful Daisies stamp set, and I figured this right here would make a perfect stone for the center of our peach. So let's get to that. I've got it already here on a block, and we're going to use our pecan pie. Okay, so we're going to take the pecan pie, we're going to ink up this center, and we're going to stamp it right there in the center of the peach. Okay, now I didn't really love the fact that there was so much white showing. So what I did is I inked it again, flipped it around, and stamped over it again. And that just sort of filled it in, but still gave me a little bit of texture. You can still see a bit of white in there. Okay, then for this one, now, when you slice a peach, unless you've taken the stone out, of course, it doesn't look like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to pretend that the stone is still in here and that we've just kind of sliced all the rest of it off. So there is our stone again. Same thing, I'm going to ink it up, turn it around. And there we have the stone for the center of that peach. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm going to cut them out first. Actually, no, you know what? We won't cut them out first. I'm going to bring in my Daffodil Delight one more time. And I'm going to just kind of get some of this excess ink off. Because see, there's a bit of pecan pie in there from when we were daubing it. So I'm just running it off to make sure it's not on there. And I'm going to get a bit more Daffodil Delight. And then I'm just going to fill in lightly so that we can see that whole thing is kind of filled in yellow and there's no white spots. Okay. Now we're going to cut them out. We're just going to fussy cut these. And it's so nice that they're nice and simple images to cut out. I really wanted to do peaches. Peaches are like a childhood memory for me because my grandparents lived in Peachland, British Columbia. And it just like the name suggests, they have beautiful peaches. They're like the size of softballs or bigger. And oh my goodness, as little kids, we just used to think they were the best things ever. They still are. They're still really good. Every time I go through the Okanagan, I pick up peaches in the summer because they are so delicious. Okay, so let's do this one. Now I did try, just like I said yesterday, there isn't a circle that is close enough to this to cut out with our dies because it's actually not a complete circle because, you know, like kiwi and in this case a peach aren't usually perfectly circle. So we're going to cut this out. Bear with me, I'm almost done. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can make this card. What do you guys think? Isn't that fun? I think that is a really unique way to use the stamp set and just do something a little bit different. So now let's create. I have got a piece of 3.5 by 4 3/4 basic white here. First thing we want to do is take our blending brush. So we have mini ones and we have the regular ones. My preference is the regular ones, but each one has its own application. So whichever ones you're more comfortable with, that's the ones that you should have. Like I said, I prefer the larger ones. So in circular motion, I like to do it on my scrap paper to get that initial burst of ink off, and then start lightly and then just sort of start pushing that ink. So a little bit of nice blue, like the blue summer sky here. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away. That is plenty. So we are done with the balmy blue. Then I'm going to pull in some sweet sorbet. And remember, if you watched yesterday's video, this is becoming one of my favorite stamps. This is the fun little splotches or dots from the Hello Kiwi stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp a few of those just to add some kind of like texture, I guess, or some interest to the card. So just like that, nothing fancy, just 3 little dots. Okay, and then we'll pull in these words we stamped out. So here's the word peach. Now, thankfully, we've used that adhesive on the back. And in this case, I'm going to start from the end and work my way over, because I don't want to start over here and then run out of room for my letters. So we're going to use, I was going to use that, but I don't know. Might be easier just to use my fingers. There we go. So we're going to start with the H, and I'm going to do my very best to keep them straight, but I'm not going to stress about it because it's a handmade card and it's got kind of a whimsical vibe to it anyway. So we can just let it be a little crooked if it needs to be. So we'll get the C. And you see how I'm just peeling that off and sticking these on. Like, it is seamless and easy to use those adhesive sheets. I almost put the E next. That would have been awful. Okay, so here is the A. And then we'll do the E. Oh, this is going to be a pain. There we go. Stick that one down here. The E is a little challenging because you don't want to follow the line of the A because the A is slanted. So let's just stick that. There we go. And lastly, we need the P. Aren't these dies amazing? I watched a video that Michelle Litwiller did on Owl Star Stampers, and she used these letters and she used them with the foam sheets. And I was like, oh my goodness, I never thought about that. So I'm remembering that right now as I'm doing this. That would have been fun too. So you can put the foam adhesive sheets behind, and these dies actually cut right through it. And then you have like puffed up letters. So that would be a really great idea too. All right, so now let's talk about these letters we cut out. So remember, I cut these ahead of time out of the wanted to say dies. This is part of the one that says you're too kind. Now, I didn't use the adhesive sheets. I don't know why, but I didn't. So we're going to just use a little bit of white glue. Okay. And we'll just dab that on here. You don't need much of this glue. It's very, very sticky and it dries super fast. And if it does seep out, you don't need to worry because it is clear. It dries clear. Okay. So we're going to do the you're a peach. Okay. Now I talked to you about the celebrate that I cut out ahead of time too. Same dies. This is the wanted to say dies from the annual catalog. And then I'm going to grab my little paper snips. And all I want to use is the A. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that A out of there. And then a little dab of glue on that. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Okay, it's okay. Like I said, it dries. Good thing it dries clear. Okay, you're a peach. Okay, we're going to come back and add a little bit of sparkle to that too later. But right now, I just want to let it sit there and dry. So
Next thing I'm going to do is attach it to a piece of sweet sorbet. This is just 1/8 of an inch bigger. So 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. We'll go ahead and add that layer on. Okay. Oh my goodness, isn't that fun? So fun. Okay. Now we're going to take these darling peaches that we created and we're going to stamp them, or it's not stamp them, stick them on with some dimensionals. I've got this remnant pack here still. So I'm going to stick three dimensionals on the back of this larger peach we created. Okay. So a bit like this. Now I don't want to cover my whole word your, and I don't want to get too close to the bottom. So we can cover a little bit of that Y and people are still going to know what it says. So that's fine. Then we'll take our partial one here. You know what? Maybe I wonder if I can get that off. It needs, it's fine. I was going to move it up just a little bit. Maybe we still can. Oh yeah, and it's okay if it overlaps here. It's totally okay because we do have the card base still, right? So then we can go ahead and put this on here. And I'm going to be mindful. I don't want to make it too thick. So I'm going to just put a dimensional on this corner here. We can put a little glue there if you wanted to, but I know it's not going to go anywhere with that dimensional. And it's kind of fun to have it kind of over top of that P just a wee bit. What do you guys think? That's fun, right? So it looks really cute just like that. But I really wanted to add in some of these fun leaves from the apple blossoms die. So don't forget, those are on the clearance rack. So I'm going to take just a wee bit of these. These are granny apple green. We're going to stick those kind of in here. So there's different sizes. I've got 2 of the larger ones. Then I'm going to stick in here. And then I take another larger one and put that up here. Okay, so that's coming together. Now, yesterday we used these cute little flowers and I thought they were so adorable. So I decided that we'd use them again today. So this is the Petal Park Punch. And I'm just punching that top small flower out of Sweet Sorbet. So this is the punch, just what it looks like. There is a coordinating stamp set for it too, of course, but I didn't think we needed to stamp them. I think they're cute just the way they are for this card. So just like we did yesterday, I'm going to put this in my palm of my hand and make those flowers 3D. Be sure to use the one with the lid, not the one without. Oh my goodness, that would hurt. Should actually find the lid for that. Anyway, oh, there it is. Let's put that on before somebody gets hurt. Okay, so let's go ahead then. I'm going to take my dauber. It probably has enough ink on it, but just in case it doesn't, I'm going to just get a wee bit of the Sweet Sorbet ink and put it over top. And then just a dab. Actually, in this situation, I think the better thing to do would be to use a mini dimensional, just because of where it's going to sit. So I want it to sit over here on top of this peach up here. And so because that's bumped up, this is going to look nice if it's on a bump up too. Okay. And then down here, let's put a couple more flowers as well. So let's take the same thing. We're going to ink those up just to get a bit of shading around the outer edges. Put a dimensional in the center. Okay, put that there. And one last one. I like to do things in 3s when it works. So we're going to do 3. And you know what? I wanted to try this. So clever. I watched a video that Rose did the other day. And she used the end of that. And oh my gosh, that's clever. And I keep forgetting to try it. All right. Then we're going to take these little leaves. Are you guys enjoying this card? What do you think? Are you inspired to try And grab that Hello Kiwi stamp set and create some peaches. It could be nectarines too, right? Nectarines have that red center sometimes too. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness, I just love this card. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so glad it makes you happy. It makes me happy too. Okay, so there is that. Now, we're not quite finished, of course, but we're going to take our card base, and I decided to use Petal Pink. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the name. Just because it's nice and light, and it lets the color shine through on the card that we created. There's my bone folder. And we'll go ahead and we'll put some adhesive on the back of this. And then we'll stick that. Oh, not upside down. Oh, that would be awful after all this work. Okay, we're going to stick this on the center here. Like that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jen. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so then of course our flowers need a bit of bling. So I've chosen to use the iridescent rhinestones. These are so pretty, you guys. So there's 3 different sizes, and I figured somebody's gonna get hurt with that again. I figured the medium size was the best for these little flowers. And like that. And there we have it. There is our card. So, oh no, we're not done. I have one more thing. One more thing we need to do. Oh, thanks, Karen. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here is my Wink of Stella. And I just wanted to add a wee bit of sparkle to these word. The peach, I didn't feel like really needed it because it's got the sparkle right close there, but just being very careful because the other day I was doing this and I got a little overpowered with my squeezing of the Wink of Stella and I had a big blob of glitter, which, I mean, there's worse things that you could have, but it wasn't what I wanted. I think this one's almost empty. So I'm just painting a bit of that glitter onto there. Now we're done. I'll hold this up so you guys can hopefully see that glitter on there. Can you see the glitter? I don't know if you can catch it in the camera, but it is there and it is super pretty. So there it is. There is our peach card that we created from the Hello Kiwi stamp set. And just to show you in reference, this is a card that we created yesterday. Like, what an awesome summer theme cards this week. I am so excited. So there we go. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to pop myself back up on the screen here if I can get this mouse to work. There we go. Thank you all for being here today and for all of your comments. I love stamping with you. And I am loving this Hello Kiwi stamp set. So if you're loving it too, make sure to add it to your next order. The ordering code is 161258. It is in the annual catalog. Very summery, and you can do some really creative things as we've shown today. So thank you again. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're on Facebook and you're following, great. Give me those thumbs up and let me know you're here. If you're catching the replay, do the same. So I will be back on Friday for a fun fold card, again, featuring the Hello Kiwi. I'll come up with something clever with that one again. So thank you so much. Please, if you loved this video, share it with your friends. The more we share it, the more people we have to come stamp with us, which is always fun. So until Friday, have a fabulous week. Enjoy your day. For those of you American friends, happy 4th of July. I hope you have tremendous celebrations. Stay safe and have fun. Till next time.